Hello everyone. Today we will discuss a chapter in mathematics, sequence and series. Sequence and series. Now, first of all, understand what is sequence. Sequence, as we know, sequence is a arrangement of a number which follows a certain pattern. Now, what is sequence? Sequence is the arrangement of a number which follows a certain pattern. It's like 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, dot dot dot. This term is a sequence. This arrangement of numbers is a sequence. Also 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 and so on. This will also a sequence. Sequence is what? That the arrangement, the some numbers are written in a perfect order which follows a certain pattern. Also we have sequence like 4, 16, 64 dot dot dot. Here in the three sequence, we will see a pattern. In the first term, we see that in each of the number a constant number 3 is added, and after adding the 3 we will get the next number. Now in this sequence we see a pattern which is 2 to the power n. In this sequence we also see a pattern which is 4 to the power n. Where n increases, next term we will get the next term. Also we have a certain pattern like 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 and so on. I hope you all understand what is the meaning of sequence. Sequence is generally an arrangement of number which follows a pattern. Now, there is also another term, progression, which have the same definition. Sequence says that I have an arrangement of numbers which follow a certain pattern. Now progression, there is a new term, progression, which also says the same definition. But there is a huge difference between sequence and progression. Let me explain what is the meaning of both the term. Now, in sequence, we see number are arranged in a particular pattern like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on. Next, 3, 6, 9, 12 and so on. Here you all feel that in the sequence, both the sequence, we can write a general term for this sequence. Now what is the meaning of general term? General term is like a formula which gives the term of the sequence after putting the value of n. Suppose we want fourth term. So now when we put n is equals to 4 in the sequence, we will give the fourth term. Fourth term is what? 8. Now when you want sixth term, you have to put the value of n is equals to 6 here. After putting the value n is equals to 6, you will get 12, which represents the sixth term of the sequence. Now same goes for this. This will also follow a particular pattern. Now its general term is 3n. Also suppose I write 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 and so on. Here also we see that this sequence also contains a particular pattern, and the pattern of this particular terms is n square. Now suppose when we want fourth term, we have to put the value of n is 4. Suppose we want fifth term, we have to put the value of n is equals to 5 here. After putting the value n is equals to 5, we will get the fifth term. Now also we have a particular sequence where general term of that sequence are not general sum of that sequence are not possible. Suppose prime numbers. What is the prime number? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and so on. Here in the term of prime number, we see that we follow a particular pattern. That means we arrange the number which follow a particular rule. What's that rule? That rule is every number have only two factors, only two different factor. One is 1, another one is the number itself. After writing that pattern, we see that the arrangement of prime number is this. But can we write its general term? No, there is no any particular general term which represent this prime number. Prime number contains, the definition of prime number is the number which contains the number which have only two factors. And after follow that particular rule, we don't have any particular term which represent the general term of this prime number. Also, let us say we have a Fibonacci series. What is the Fibonacci series? 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and so on. Here also in the Fibonacci series, we don't have any formula which shows the general term of this series. So that types of sequence, that types of arrangement of number is also defined in the definition of sequence. That means what? Sequence only says that I contained numbers which follows a particular rule. But for progression is the definition of progression is that this contain arrangement of number which have general formula only. That means there is a two term, which first one is sequence, second one is progression. Sequence says that I contain the number which follow a particular pattern. Their general formula may or may not be defined. But there is a term progression which says that I also contain the arrangement of number which follows a particular pattern. Also, that patterns contains general term. Means that there is a term, all the three terms, this which follows a particular pattern, also its general term is defined. So these three terms are called progression. But this two term is not fit in the definition of progression. So these three are progression and these two are not a progression. Now what I say, I define it. First definition is sequence. Now what is sequence? Sequence means it is an arrangement of numbers which follows a particular pattern, its general term may or may not be obtained. Also फिर यहाँ then general term may or may not be obtained. Now I write the example. Let's say 2, 4, 6, 8 ... The general term of the given sequence is 2n. Also 1, 4, 9, 16 ... The general term of given sequence is n square. But also we have a number 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 and so on. Its general term is not defined, not obtained. Also we write a Fibonacci series like 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 and so on. Its general term is also not defined. So then these all terms are sequence. And there is another definition which is progression. What is progression? The definition of progression is same as sequence. That means progression is same as sequence, but its general term is defined. That means in this term, general term must be obtained. Example of that type of sequence is like 2, 5, 8, 11 and so on. Its general term is 2 plus n minus 1 into 3. Its general term is 3n minus 1. And also 5, 10, 15, 5n, etc. Okay, there is a two term, sequence and progression, which we defined. Now another term comes up, which is sequence, series. Now what is series? When we put addition sign to the each and every, in between each and every term of the sequence, then the sequence becomes series. Series is so much different. Series definition is so much different, which we study in mental ability. In math or mental ability, the definition of series is totally different, and in sequence series have only simple meaning is when we put addition sign in the sequence, then the terms which comes up is known as series. Series is when we put plus sign in, or we can say that when we add all the term of the sequence, when we put plus sign in between the terms of sequence, then this becomes series. Then this becomes series. Now we study all the basic term of the sequence in series. We know what is the terms of sequence, what is the meaning of sequence, what is the meaning of progression, what is the meaning of series. Now comes to next point. In this chapter we will study, in this chapter we will have to study AP, GP, HP, AP, GP and some special type of sequence when we go according to CBSE board. But for IIT JEE we have to study AP, GP, HP, AGP, some special type of series and telescopic series and VN method. This is the full syllabus of the sequence and series. After study this chapter, you will have able to recognize the sequence of the pattern. This chapter open your minds to predict and see the arrangement of number, the type of sequence which given in the problem you have to recognize. In IIT JEE, this chapter we say in funny language, we say that for IIT JEE this chapter is treated as like a potato. we all say that this chapter is like a potato, as we mix potato in any vegetable for make a sabji, and this chapter is also like a potato because this chapter can combine in any chapter and makes a new question. Like this chapter can combine with trigonometry, or this chapter can combine with quadratic equation, or differentiation, or integration, maybe in probability, or vector 3D, any chapter. So we have to study this chapter is in very focused manner, in very focused way. Also this chapter is very easy, not very tough. When we know the basics, and when after a little more practice, we will able to recognize the pattern of the series, and we will recognize the pattern, and after recognize that pattern, we will know how to solve this type of question. Now there is a first term which we have to study after this sequence series, after definition of the series is arithmetic progression. arithmetic progression, which is generally known as AP. You all are studying in your high school. What is AP? AP is a type of progression where every next term comes when we add a constant number in the previous term. Also we can define it that in any progression, when we subtract next term by previous term, and after subtracting the next term by previous term, and if we continue this pattern, and after subtracting if we get a constant number, then this progression is known as AP. It's like 2, 7, 12, 17, 22 and so on. In this progression we see that when we subtract 7 from 2, we will get 5, 12 from 7, 5, 5, 5. That means we say that after subtracting next term by previous term, we will get a constant number. That constant and when we get this type of constant number, then this progression, this sequence will declare it as AP. Okay. Now, what this difference is called? This difference is called common difference. In AP, the constant difference is known as common difference. It is denoted by D, and the first term of the series is represented by A. Okay, this is the whole definition of the arithmetic progression, common difference D and A. Okay, and we see that when let's say we want the next term of the series, is 22, and the common difference is 5. 22 plus 5, 27, 27 plus 5, 32 and so on. Okay, now what is AP? So then what is AP? It is a progression. It is a progression where difference of a term to the preceding term. It is a progression where difference of a term to the preceding term is a progression where difference of a term to the preceding term is constant. It is a progression where difference of a term to its preceding term is constant. It is a progression where constant difference constant. Now, example of that type of series is 3, 9, 15, 21 and so on. Okay, now some important points. First point is first term of an AP is always denoted by small a. Also common difference of AP is always denoted by D, small d. Okay, now come to the point where it's general term of an AP. Although I think you all study this topic of AP general term and sum of nth order series in your high school, in your previous classes. Now, if you study, then it is good. If you not study, then you can learn from this. Now, here we see that first term of AP is what? You say that, sir, A. The first term of the series is, the first term of the AP is A. Now, second term of AP, second term of AP is simply what? A plus T. Here you will see that in this progression, the first term is 3 and the common difference is 6. When we add first term to the common difference, we will get the second term. Now, what is the third term of an AP? Third term of this AP is A plus 2D. Now, what is the fourth term of this AP? Fourth term of this AP is 1 plus 3, A plus 3D. Fifth term of this AP, fifth term of this AP is A plus 4D. Now, I think you all recognize a pattern. When I ask what is the 10th term of this AP, you all say that A plus 9D, because in the third term we add 2D, in the fourth term we add 3D, in the fifth term we add 4D, in the second term we add 1D. Now, for the 10th term, 10th, when we write, suppose when we write 10th term of AP, the 10th term of AP is A plus 9D. Now, when I ask nth term of this AP, nth term of its AP is what? A plus n minus 1D into D, exactly. Now you see that how you see that fifth term is A plus 4D, 10th term is A plus 9D, fourth term is A plus 3D, then nth term is what? Nth term is A plus n minus 1 into D, because here the term is here which term is written here, there are term which have a lesser value. For fifth value here 4, 10th value 9, nth value A plus n minus 1 into D. So what we conclude? We conclude that general term of this AP is what? An. General term of its AP is An is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. This is known as the general term of any kind of AP. Okay, for an AP you will find the general term. Now, what type of question will made in for that topic? Now, suppose there is a question which says that find 10th comma, let's say 70th comma nth term of let's say we have a sequence 2, 5, 8, 11 and so on. We have a AP where we have a AP 2, 5, 8, 11 and we need to find the 10th, 70th and nth term of the series. Now, how can we do it? First of all, we have to write the first term of the series, which is 2. Now, common difference of this series, which is 5 minus 2 is 3. We have to find its 10th term. 10th term is A10 is equals to A plus 9D. Now, wait a second. We have a formula for the general term of the AP. An is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. For 10th term, first part. For 10th term, we have to put the value of n is 10. Now, when n is equals to 10, A10 becomes what? A plus 10 minus 1 into D, which is what? Which becomes A plus 9D. Now, we have to substitute the value of A and D. The value of A is 2, the value of D is 3. After solving, we will say that the 10th term of the series is 29. For this sequence, for this series, for this AP, the 10th term of the sequence is 29. Now, second part, for 17th term. For 17th term, you have to put the value of n is equals to 70. A70 is what? A70 is A plus 70 minus 1 into D. That means A plus 69D. Put the value of A and D. The value of A is 2. 69 into 3. That means what? That means 69 3s are 27. 207, 2. The value becomes 209. This is the 70th term of the series. Now, nth term. First of all, what is nth term? Nth term is first wait. For nth term, in any kind of sequence, let us suppose we have to find the nth term. For nth term, we substitute the value of a, d, but not n. For nth term, we have only substitute the value of a and d, not n, because this nth term represent the general term of that the given formula, the general term, yeah, the formula for the given AP. Now what I say, let me explain. An is equals to what? A plus n minus 1 into d. That means what? That means a. The value of a is 2. 2 plus n minus 1 into 3. That means 2 plus 3n minus 3. That means 3n minus 1. Now what this quantity 3n minus 1 represent? This quantity 3n minus 1 is general term for this special kind of AP, for this given AP. We have a AP, and for this AP, this represent the general formula. Let us suppose we need fourth term of the series. The fourth term of the series, we have to put the value of n is 4. After putting the value of n equals to 4, we will get 11. This now, so let us suppose we need third term of the series. Then for third term, you have to put the value of n is equals to 3 here. After putting the value of n equals to 3, we will get 3 3s are 9 minus 1 8 here. Now suppose we need seventh term. For 70th term, you have to put the value of n is 70 here. After putting n is equals to 70, you will get the value 209. Okay, this is the simple and a basic question for arithmetic progression, which shows the use and which shows how to use the formula for the general term of an AP. Now also we have some varieties of question for general term. Let us suppose we have a question. Question number 2. Question is, if 6th and 11th term of an AP, 6th and 11th term of an AP are respectively 17 and 32. We have to find its 20th term. Now we have a question for an AP. If 6th term is 17 and 11th term is 32, we have to find the value of its 20th term. Now how can we do it? Solution. Then we have to first we have to suppose, let first term and common difference. I write for that type of question, I write full explanation. After some time, when we familiar to this type of expression, we write only short term. That means for competition, we need only results, not the process. Process doesn't matter here. First of all, initially I write whole the topic, whole the process, and after some time we reduce the process and we only find how to find the answer. Now let first and common difference, first term and common difference of AP be A and B respectively. Let us suppose first term and common difference of the given AP is A and D. Now what given that its 6th term is 17, also its 11th term is 32. 6th term means A plus 5D is equals to 17, and 11th term is what? A plus 10D is equals to 32. Treat this equation number 1. Equation number 2. Now we use the elimination method. 10D is equals to 32. A plus 5D is equals to 17. Minus, we will get 5D is equals to 15. The value of D becomes 3. Now put this value of D is equals to 3 in 1. When we put the value of D is 1, you will get a plus 5 into 3 is equals to 17. That means a plus 15 is equals to 17. The value of a becomes 2. Now what we need to find? We need to find its 20th term. How we find its 20th term? Then a20. a20 is a plus 19d, which is what? 2 plus 19 into the value of d is what? 3. That means 19 threes are 57, 52 and 7 plus 2, 59. 59, the 20th term of the given series is 59. Okay. Now, we have another variety of question. We have one more variety of question. I have Next question is, this is a very interesting question. Question is, find the term of the sequence. Find the term of the sequence. Find the term of the sequence. Sequence is what? 25, 22 whole 3 by 2. 22 whole 3 by 4, next term is 20 whole 1 by 2, next term is 18 whole 1 by 4, and so on. Find, we have the term of the sequence this. Find which term is first negative term. Now what the question wants to ask? Question wants to say that we have a sequence 25, 22 whole 3 by 4, 20 whole 1 by 2, and so on. What we need to find? We need to find its first negative term. Here you see that the AP is decreasing. The next term of the AP, the next term of the AP goes decreasing. So in this decreasing pattern, we have to find the first negative term of the series. Now how can we do this? See, solution. First of all, let us suppose the first term of the AP is a, and the common difference is what? 22 whole 3 by 4 minus 25, which represents the common difference, 87 by 4. 87? No, 91. 22 4s are 88 plus 391 minus 100 whole divided by 4. That means minus 9 by 4. Now, what logic we have to use it? We have to find the first negative term. So in this given problem, first I find where 0 comes. In the given sequence, for our simplicity, we find where the number 0 comes. Let us suppose the 0 comes at 12th place. Then 30th place, 30th place, 13th place is our first negative term. Okay, now understand what the question wants to ask. Question wants to ask that which term is first negative. First negative, first of all, we have to find where the term 0 comes. 0 comes at, let's say, 17th place, 18th place, then 19 is our first place, first negative term. Let us suppose 0 comes at 20th place, then 21st place is our first negative term, and 19th place is last positive term. Okay, this is the basic concept which I have to use. And if you not still you will not understand, see in the solution part, we see how I done this solution. Find which term is the first negative term. First negative term, so let us suppose at any point n the whole term of the sequence becomes 0. Now we have to formula. Here I want where the terms become 0. The value of a is 25 plus n minus 1 into the value of d is what? Minus 1 by 4. then n minus 1 into minus 9 by 4 is equals to minus 25. After cross multiplying, we will see that minus 25 into 4 by minus 9. Then n minus 1 is what? 100 by 9. And what is 100 by 9? 10. $11.11. The value of n becomes 11 point, let's say 1 plus 1. The value of n becomes what? 12.11 and something. Now let us come to the problem. In this problem, suppose this is the sequence in the given problem. Here the first term of the sequence is what? 25, and second term is 22 whole 3 by 4, and so on. Now 0, where the 0 comes in the given problem, n becomes decimal. That means this sequence doesn't contain 0. 0 is not lie in the sequence, but here from this observation we see that the number 0 exactly not come in this sequence, but beta, at 12th place a number which is last positive term that comes out, and at 30th place is our first negative terms that comes out. Understand? No. Again, listen. In the given sequence, the term 0, where the term 0 comes up, 0 comes at the place of 12.11, which shows 0 lies in between 12th and 13th term. 12th term is our last positive term and 13th terms is our first negative term. So after following this observation, we say that the first negative term comes up when? Comes up at 13th place. Okay, so this kind of this is the basic type of question for APGP, for general term of the APGP. Now after this, another term of the sequence series comes up, which is sum of n terms of the series. Sum of n terms of the series. Now what is this? Here we see the AP. There are lots of AP we see here. We see suppose here this is an AP, and here there is a AP. Now what if when I ask, we don't want the third or 30th, 10th or 100th term of the AP? What your answer when I ask, I want sum of 10th term of the series of the AP, not 10th term, sum of 10th term of the AP. For in a AP, suppose anyone asks, now say what is the sum of 10th term, sum of 20th term of the AP, then what you ask, what type of formula you used, this all kind of terms we will discuss in this topic. Sum of n terms of the series. Sum of n terms represent the sum of individual terms of the AP. Now we will study in the next lecture. So again read all the topics carefully, and I hope you all make the notes, read your notes properly, and in the next lecture we will study how to find the sum of the sequence. Okay, bye bye, have a nice day to all of you.